Hello and welcome to this episode of In the Clutches of the Cult. My name is John Godebed. I am the GM for this campaign. We rejoin the action as the group explore Summit Hall and meet with Rupert.
And he pulls his hand out, has them shake hand, and he says, "My name's Milo."
My name is Rupert.
Shakes hand.
He shakes your hand.
Is this for rent or can I buy this?
This is a rental.
Okay.
We expect it to be back in about 10 days' time.
Well, hopefully we'll come back after my trip.
If it's not returned by then, it'll explode and kill you instantly.
We have
into this thing.
we have ways of tracking lost books, but don't worry about it.
Well, I'm not going to be coming back anytime soon. It's only 10 days. Maybe
I'm just imagining some epic level wizard.
Maybe I can possibly send it through, but
we do understand that sometimes Knight's movements are unpredictable. We understand that sometimes you intend to come back with a book, but are unable to in the time that we have offered it to you for. So if that becomes the case, just send us a message, and we can increase the length of time before we need to dispatch anybody to retrieve it. If we don't hear from you in the time.
Okay.
Yes, but yes, I like that book as well. So he points to the other book, not the big black semi-evil book that he's handed you, but the story of Pete's Dragon. And then he very quickly sort of runs off back into the archives and starts fetching books. And the aged archivist, again, not really stopping from where he is making notes in the books, before you leave, just says, if you're with that, I didn't get her name.
What did she look like?
If you're with that Eladrin.
Oh, Isola, I think.
Possibly. Just let her know that I am making a lot of notes, and I will have something for them in the course of time. It will take a little bit of time. There's a lot of books that I'm going through, but I think I've changed this voice a little bit.
Just.
But
okay. And
I will have some notes.
He basically holds the black book and Pete's Dragon, and weekend days later, one episode Milo and an epic level with you are a Jew. Cast off 9-5.
Also, here's your notes.
That's literally their guy. Yuck.
You shall not pass.
Gandalf.
Without returning your books.
There. Get out of here, Gandalf. You drunk.
A wizard is never nor surely.
No, but he can get pretty smashed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he can. Anyway.
I think they're more likely to get high with how much they smoke.
Yeah, true.
Don't they pretty much say that about Radagast in the movie? It's his excessive use of mushrooms. It's like, this guy gets wasted on the regular.
He's a druid, technically, so, he stays time in the woods, don't he?
So it's about 16 miles away to Riverguard Keep on the other side of the Desserin Valley.
I could fly 16 miles an hour.
So if you set off now, you'd get a long rest in, and then you'd be there in sort of the middle of the morning the following day.
Continues working on my thing.
You get a few more hours in. Do you work? Do you work on Borrowed's armor first?
Oh yeah, it does that first.
Milo,
Yes.
make me an Arcana roll.
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
I want.
End of game.
Natural one.
A natural 1 might be end of game.
Take a pick.
Ooh.
My mouse is not working very well, so when I click, it's not really being.
No excuses.
So you flick through the big black book.
Does it even say what cut? Does it have a title? Is it just called the big black?
It doesn't have a title written on the front.
It's actually got a satanic symbol on it. And I'm about to
On the
switch.
spine, it says "Magic for Dummies."
You know what? That's fine.
You go through and you look at the notes,
No.
and whoever
On
wrote
the spine it
this.
says, "Do not use these spells near hands or genitals."
You go through the notes, and there are several unfinished spells of a clearly high-level wizard who has just been sort of, from what you can see, has sort of toyed with a spell and then got it close to being able to cast it, and then been distracted by something else. And it sort of reads like that. Reads like the sort of, gets so far in a puzzle, then gets frustrated with not being able to finish that one, and then thinks, "Oh, shiny!" and starts writing a new one out until that one gets to the point of not quite working and gets distracted by another new spell. So you just go through
John.
and there are...
You can just say the wizard has ADHD. It's okay.
I was just about to say.
Pretty much.
This guy sounds like.
And so basically, yeah, there is a number of half-finished spells in here that you look through and you start to get some of the ideas of what he is trying to do with them. You can see where he's going with some of them. You can't really follow others that are a lot more difficult to cast than you can currently cast.
This guy was a nutter.
I mean, that's fairly self-evident.
Yeah.
But you think given a few more hours or days or weeks or months with it, you'll be able to finish off some of the spells. But at the moment, that's about all you can really grasp, is that there are a number of unfinished spells, and you start to put together some of the pieces of what they might do, because again, it's not really... This wasn't ever a finished spellbook. These aren't notes that are designed for publication or for somebody to actually go out and learn this spell. They are spells that at some point soon might be spells.
With some work, could be.
Yes.
See, this is why wizarding ADHD is such a problem in modern day. If they could focus, they could finish their spells.
I will probably
But
say
do they
that.
get the help they need? No.
I will probably say that Milo would probably try and see if he can try and test one of these spells and try and correct it. One spell and see if he can complete it.
At the moment, the time that you have to be able to take a long rest and travel, all that you can do is work out that these spells are half finished, and you're starting to get what some of the early ones can do.
Yeah.
The next time you take a long rest, you'll be able to spend some time to actually try and cast a spell, maybe. Depending on how well dice rolls go.
Yeah.
Is there anything anybody else would like to do in the couple of hours of downtime that you have as you travel from Summit Hall to
How long
Riverguard
does it
Keep?
take us to travel again? How long is it gonna take?
It's going to take about 10 to 12 hours.
I'm just going to sit there patiently waiting for word from Summit Hall about my request.
Okay.
Oh, I had to tell Isala.
I'm assuming you told me that it would take some time, and I'm gonna await word, which hopefully comes before we reach our destination.
Lunar's resting because she needs it.
Okay.
She keeps getting hit by friendly fire, damn it.
Sage is just gonna look at his note.
Hold on. No fucking who. Luna got hit by friendly fire.
Anyway, sorry, Sage is gonna
Look at his notes and correlate with what he knows.
Okay.
Just on the floor, just somewhere.
Doing the dinosaur.
You're just
Doing
kind
the
of doing
just
the
all the
red
trauma
line
Yeah.
thing.
That's it, the red line thing.
We're going to go into one of the rooms. There's going to be like a crazy conspiracy theorist room, isn't it?
I was just thinking that.
It's gonna be. It will
If you want
correlate.
You want into the old room that Yaghol had when he was trying to figure out that Galsori was Briar.
Oh, look, there's already a crazy conspiracist room in here. Oh, I'll just use this one.
It'd be so much easier. I just have to put my pictures up in place of these pictures.
First, one thing that Bar would probably do at least is make dinner.
That's a good plan.
What time is it? What time is it in game?
It's sort of getting on to be late evening at this point, so dinner time.
What time is it? And then,
it's about
just
exactly 8:38 p.m.
amazing. Yeah, dinner first, and then just take do just something I think everyone would want to do if they had the ability to levitate and they had access to a flying ship. Is he was going to securely tie a 50-foot rope to one of the the telescope.
Okay.
On the top, and then just tie it to one of his legs, and then just sort of float behind the castle, and just let himself be dragged along with it.
You're just going to be a balloon for a little while, is that what you're saying?
A little bit, yeah.
Sounds like one of those little things where they put the air up and they're like flail. It's like outside like American car stores or something.
Oh, the wacky
yeah.
waving inflatable tube man.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So Borrowed makes dinner and then goes upstairs and securely affixes himself to a telescope. And
I just want one of us to go up there at one point and go, what the fuck are you doing?
I think Milo would do that afterwards.
I'm relaxing.
I think Milo would do that, like, what are you doing? Are you okay?
It's like, you do you, man. I guess.
Pull myself back in. I'm fine. It's good. I'm just Sage just made me think about a lot of things, and also I've always wanted to kind of try this ever since I got the ability to float.
And his pants are full of starfish.
What?
What?
No, he's got an octopus down there.
I like how the
No, his pants are full of Muppet Treasure Island, people. You uncultured swine.
I
I
haven't
seen Travis.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah.
I haven't read it either for a long time.
Anyway,
Treasure Planet.
It's on Now TV, so watch it. Because it's a good movie.
the following day,
As soon as wakes up, continues work.
It's like basically like Steel Color comes up like the Undertaker from WWE. Doink! Okay, I'm ready.
the following day, at precisely 12 minutes past 10 o'clock in the morning,
Very specific.
someone took the keen mind feat, didn't they, Jeff?
Oh yes.
That's the only reason he took it, is just...
Best feat ever. The only reason it was just to mess with John a bit is great.
You arrive at Riverguard Keep, which, as you pass over it in the castle, you don't see any activity within it. Riverguard Keep is a small keep on the river.
Really?
No,
They
I
really
Wow.
went obvious with the naming here,
I
guys.
never
It's
thought maybe on a
I would
mountain.
never have got that.
No,
I never
would've
would have.
No.
I'm really impressed.
I'm so glad you're here, John. Like
one
seriously.
of the walls crosses into the river, and you can see that there is a
God there.
chain over the water entrance that boats could get through.
May I make a history check to see if I know anything about this place?
You can make a history check to see if you know anything about this place.
I don't know
It's a
anything about this
keep.
place.
It's a
It's
keep
on
on the
the
river.
Can I make a check?
You remember, Esola, everything that the archivist told you about it yesterday,
Good, yeah. That's fine.
in exact detail. Which is largely that about 10 years ago, a group of cultists were using it as a place to enact a slavery ring. A group of pirates were coming up from Womford or Ironford, down in the south. The archivist couldn't remember.
And okay.
Uh,
And they were defeated by a group of adventurers and one duck.
yes,
And
precisely a group of adventurers and one duck.
It was primarily the duck. But, you know.
The duck did the heavy lifting.
Well, everybody knows that. It's a duck.
And so I'm going to now move us over to this.
Like the entire.
Map.
Oh, jeez. There we are.
There we are. Where are we?
You are over
Yeah.
here.
Oh.
There we are.
I would
Can
like
I
to
knock, please.
You would like to be able to
see.
see. I thought I checked you all.
You can go all the way to the left.
I am at the left.
Oh.
Oh.
Apparently, even if I check that you guys all have eyesight beforehand, Esola still just refuses to.
Sola just refuses to open her eyes for anything.
Yeah, open your eyes.
Let's double check that everybody else has eyesight. Does everybody else have eyesight?
I can
Yes.
currently see.
I can see some green. I see green.
Do you see
I see
trees of green?
I see trees of green. Yes.
Red
Do you
roses.
also see red roses too?
No, I don't see red roses.
Oh.
Just a sea of green.
Just a sea of green.
You are in front of a keep.
Hooray.
Shall we? Should I knock or
Or do you want to go around the perimeter first, or
should?
No,
I
I
do
think you just jump straight in.
I
Full
was just
speed.
gonna-
I mean,
Wait,
our job here is to investigate, not barge in.
I can hear that Luna is trying to say something, but I can't hear what it is she's trying to say.
you can't. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
No, what I was saying is, wasn't I just gonna drop a tidal wave off the top?
And possibly
No,
kill
I
an
believe you
entire
said we're
keep,
going to investigate first, then drop the tidal wave.
and kill an entire keep full of innocents. Is that what you wish to do, Luna?
Okay.
She
I
doesn't
guess if-
care about anyone else except for Briar.
Yeah, I really don't.
Well, I do.
It's like,
Let's see who's here at least.
Should I knock? Or are we gonna do a perimeter sweep? Or
Bandits or pirates. Feel free to knock by all means if that's what you wish to do.
cool. Bard's gonna go up.
Okay.
I'm back.
Deal shall also go to the other side of the door if we're going to just go in.
Borrowed, you reach out and knock at the door,
Mm-hmm.
and the door just creaks open.
Well, that's weird. Step inside.
We lost Angel.
Oh,
Did we? Oh,
I'm
no.
guessing her phone may be cut out.
Oh,
Oh, back.
maybe.
Speak
Yeah.
of the devil.
I got
Oh, no.
spontaneously disconnected again.
Oh, I don't like it when you spontaneously combust.
Disconnected, not decombusted.
Decombust.
I assume that Luna will move up with the rest of the people going inside.
Yeah.
I have a nice lolly.
Where's
Bard-
mine? Where's
Snap
where's
fingers.
I got it here. Got it
Where's
emailed.
our ice
I
lolly?
got to send it to you by mail, so give me your address.
It'll probably be melted by then.
No, I'll put it in the hatch.
Oh, you should have thought about that before you asked for one.
Fine,
Uh,
I'll drive to your house then.
So Borrowed will snap his fingers.
And Flare is going to appear.
Cool.
It's been a while since I've done familiar shenanigans, but you know.
I definitely remember where Flare's token is.
My question is, does Flare still have the flowers?
Yes, 100%. Yes, obviously. I'm going to put my hand on Milo's shoulder, and then Flare is going to just sort of peek out this. This is a door, right?
Yes.
Right here. Just walk outside the door a little bit and just see what she can see. Do a little bit of scouting, you know.
Okay.
Oh, before we go any further, there's a question I was going to ask. Did I get any information back from my archivist friend before he arrived here?
No,
Okay, carry on.
not yet.
Don't move yet, because we're scouting. Unless you
So
moving
then,
forward, just in case.
Bard will say 2 doors, 3 doors maybe. There's a cart, and there's going to move up here.
You can see that the cart has been smashed and the wheels are lying at its side.
I describe that, and then as Flare gets closer, I'll say 4th door possibly, and then bloodstain.
Ew.
There's a bloodstain.
Yeah, and Flare's going to rest on the cart, just sort of sitting there, and I'll come back to myself and say, "There's a bloodstain leaning away from a cart. Do we want to move ahead, or should I have Flare scout it out a little bit more?"
Scouted a bit more, I think.
Where's the bloodstain? Was it there?
It's
No.
further in.
No. It's outside of this room. Flare
is it?
found a cart, and leading away from it is blood.
Is it a fresh bloodstain?
I have no idea.
Well,
Let me check.
check.
And
Roll me an investigation check with Flare's intelligence, please.
I think Flare is... No, Flare's not smarter than...
Nope, Flare's dumb as shit.
I mean, I think Flare is just a vulture, really.
Yeah, when it gets down to it. So Flare has a -4 to this. Come on, roll 20. Come on, roll 20.
Anytime now.
Really, any time at all.
Roll 20,
super
what do you have against Maine?
I don't know what it is, really. I'm just trying. I'm trying to be useful to my party.
I'm going to try it as well, and we'll see who... Oh, no,
Oh,
there we go.
it's a -2, everyone.
Well done.
Flare knows it's blood.
You're not even convinced it's a bloodstain anymore. It could be jam.
Or Marmite. Could be anything.
Pretty sure it's blood.
Flare knows that there is a bloodstain here, but beyond that, he ain't getting into CSI Academy anytime soon.
Oh, she's not the brightest bird in the flock, but I love her anyway.
I mean,
not
if
sure how
if
correct
CSI Academy was accepting vultures, then probably should be up there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
But
Flair's going to move around, just saying, big courtyard leads up to this, basically describing everything that Flair sees.
This building has all the iconography of being a little church.
Which one? The one that the bloodstain's leading to?
The one that the bloodstain is leading to, yes.
I will say that the.
I mean, so just to be clear for what you've seen of this, this building that's sort of the central area of the keep, looks to be mostly a barracks, although this end of it, the thinner end that you went past when you first got in here, was a stables from what you could see from the outside. So it looks like where they would lead the horses into the castle and then,
right, yeah,
stay as guests or whoever was in the keep at the time.
Right, yeah.
In this corner, there is a larger building that's sort of built into one of the turrets of the wall of the keep itself. And then this smaller building that's built on, sort of coming off of the wall, but is lower than the wall itself, looks to be a sort of one-story high church or small religious meeting room. As you start to get round here, this pathway sort of slopes down in a downward sloping fashion.
Right.
Towards the river.
Are you sure, John?
Yes.
It's not sort of an upward curve.
Nope, it's a downward slope.
It's a downward slope, the opposite of an upward slope.
And then you can, sort of, as you start to come round this corner, you can see the river inside the keep, and a small dock that is a part of the keep.
If I'm not mistaken, that looks like someone is either resting or is it died on the dock.
It's
right
definitely probably one of the two.
Definitely probably one of the two.
I think we should start moving forward then and see what's in the other room.
I think we should. Did your bird see anybody moving about?
Well, I'm just having her check on that actually. But so far no. And Flair is going to move over to the quote-unquote body.
This is a body.
Is it?
No
idea.
The person that was using it once is no more. You can see rather a hefty amount of red blood is outside of the body, where it normally shouldn't be, were you to be still alive.
Let's go and save him.
You can also see from here that sort of floating in the water is the remnants, the flotsam and jetsam, of what once might have been a ship.
How old? Can you see how old this stuff is?
Do we really want to do that with Flair?
I think it might be best we go out and investigate ourselves if no one's out.
Very well. Let's go and investigate. Yes.
Basically, status report is there's no one about that Flair can see outside anyway.
Can I go straight to the cart, please, John?
I mean, can you go straight to the cart? Well, yes, it's over here, so...
Yeah, I'm asking that. I just want to ask permission. Sage just puts his hands in the blood.
Luna, would you like to move up with everybody?
Yes, please.
Can I see it's fresh, John, or is it dry?
Make me an investigation check.
Investigation check for you is there.
Very nice. Sage, it's blood.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the humanoid races.
It's definitely something with blood in it. That's for certain.
Not anymore.
Looks like they've run out of blood.
Steel.
What gave it away?
Yep.
You can assess that this has been here for about a 10-day. The blood trail itself started from here and goes
All the way
to the other end of it, basically.
over. So I seem to be leading to this place over here, but
Should we investigate that building?
Let's go to the suspicious trail of blood. You know,
it's about a 10-day-old, so whatever bled this much is dead now.
it's
Well,
dry.
we might
It's
find-
very dry.
Well, it's been dragged over there. Maybe we'll find something there.
Milo,
Yes.
could you make me a perception check, please?
Okay. See what I can do.
Luna, would you like to stay with Borrowed and Milo, or would you like to move up with everybody else?
I think I'm gonna stay with Borrowed and Milo, because then we've got 2 groups of 3.
Very well, very well.
Is this like the courtyard then of the keep?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys checking the blood trail? Shall I check?
Yes.
Shall I check the body? Yeah, near the trench, near the water.
At the dock.
At the dock. That's the one. That's the
I'm
word.
gonna also do
You're
this as
you're
well.
welcome to it.
Yeah,
You wish.
I'll be near the dead body.
Okay.
I'll be poking with a stick.
Nope. Poke the
beard and vulture
bodies.
there.
Don't poke the bodies.
Who are you going to start with?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Borrowed and Milo and Luna, and I'm going to first of all open Luna's character sheet,
Well, hey.
and then I'm going to say, Luna and Borrowed, can I get perception checks?
Yeah.
Sure can. Perception, 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 perception.
And Queen Creeps is upset that you are splitting the party.
Well,
That's all right. Let's
you
target
can
some
see
friendly
it.
fire.
That is how you're supposed
okay.
Less opportunities for friendly fire. They should be happy with it.
While I'm waiting for this to come through,
Yes.
Sage.
You're suddenly going to do a scat solo?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm a scat man.
Queen Creeps isn't upset. She's cheering for the fact that you were splitting the party.
She wants to see us die.
Sage, could I get an investigation check from yourself as you investigate the dead body on the docks?
Another investigation check. There you go. He's dead.
He is
Certainly
dead.
He is dead. I'm not doing well with these investigations.
He was a tiefling.
Bereft of life, he rests in peace. You hadn't nailed him to the perch, he'd be pushing up the daisies.
Okay.
He was a tiefling.
He is an ex-tiefling.
He is now an ex-tiefling. He is a tiefling no more. He is not pining for the fjords. He has shuffled off this mortal coil and is now singing.
He has run down the
He's
curtain
doing
and
the
gone
glory.
invisible.
Would I know by what he's wearing, like what profession he was, like a soldier or guard, worker?
Earth armor.
Yeah,
Fisherman.
Gigolo.
Is it not? I mean, yeah, you could be. You could.
He appears to be wearing sort of a very simple outfit of someone who works at a docks, basically. He looks like someone who moves large amounts of supplies and therefore wants to wear something very simple and sort of straightforward, not too heavy.
So that you can move around in.
Something that he's free to move in.
The question is if I loot him, we'll find out if he is a gigolo or not, won't we? May I just check his pockets and to see what he's got?
Yes.
If he's actually a juggler.
Yeah, it depends how much money he's got. Okay, if he's got a lot of money. Yeah.
You find,
But in the
you
meantime,
you find a sign saying "Get it here."
In the meantime, while you
respect
loot
for the
his
dead is just
pockets,
astounding.
Luna, you are distracted and don't hear anything. But
Be
both
right back,
Borrowed and Milo, you hear the sound of... You can't quite pick it out with the rolls you made, but you hear the sound of something in the stables.
With my true seeing, do I see anything?
Is this the opportunity to get another horse? So I can feed to the griffins? Perhaps.
It doesn't allow you to see through walls, so no, you don't. You aren't able to see anything.
All right, can I just look around then?
The stables would be
I
over here.
suddenly look behind Borrowed. Well, behind me, which is Borrowed and Luna. With the true seeing, what do I see on them?
You can sort of see their vague magical items about their persons. You see Borrowed, there's a slight aura around him. That sort of...
Should I take over the description at this point?
Oh no.
John.
if you take over the description for a minute, I'll come back in a minute.
Sounds good. You see, you've seen this whenever Borrowed kind of like casts his Hexblade curse upon someone. His form seems to get a little bit bigger, and his horns become a little bit more longer and more pointed.
More horny.
Oh, I swear.
Luna. Boy.
But there.
Luna, your chupa is showing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Take it back into the pants. Chupa isn't here.
It was too easy.
You basically see a much more sort of... The best way I can describe it is more eldritch form of Borrowed. With true seeing, I guess, if you looked at him. With just sort of the runes that are usually that are tattooed across his arms are also adorn his horns when you see it.
And as you're looking,
Is it
there's...
like scary looking, kind of, or is it just like
A little bit.
roll me an intimidation check for that, even though you're not?
there is also a slight flicker in his aura that you can't quite make out, but there's just a subtle red shimmer that you could almost just kind of look past, but it's then suddenly there and it's gone again.
Okay.
Meanwhile, as you look behind Borrowed to whatever this intimidation check comes back as, you see...
Do you want the intimidation check? I didn't...
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
How if it's scary looking.
you sort of
I think it
see...
might scare off. It might frighten Milo. Because you just come up behind them, to be honest.
You see Luna, there's sort of a flurry of snow and ice just sort of around her that you can see isn't there in reality, but is sort of there in the arcane sight that you have. And you can sort of see the way that the weave of magic across the world sort of storms around her like a winter storm, basically.
She might be in a little bit of emotional turmoil.
Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
so
a little
basically
bit.
the intimidation check and I did the wisdom save, and Milo's took.
He's okay.
He's okay.
He knows he's safe with Borrowed. What would you like to do?
Sorry, John. Where did you say this sound was coming from? The stables?
It's in this room.
I did not see your ping. It's fine.
It's in this room.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Shall we go inside, I guess? I can see it now. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I can see it now. Thank you.
Alright. we gotta go in, yeah.
Yeah. I'll go in at least.
Alright, I'll step behind. By the way, when I thought about the true scene, I would say that his eyes change in a way where, because Milo's eyes are kind of blue, like greyish blue. So I would say he's got like a slight kind of bright colour ring just in the middle of the iris kind of thing.
Ooh.
Like that's activated kind of thing.
Ooh, that's cool.
Could you guys... are you going to go in with any level of stealth?
Are we?
The fact that you ask that makes me go yes.
It's one of those games. It's like stealth is an option.
You've heard movement in here.
It's like, yeah, no, let's be careful, because, you know, the fact that there's a body with blood trailing everywhere probably indicates that even if there isn't a cult, there's something lethal lurking around.
Okay, could you guys roll me some stealth rolls, please?
The first stealth
I would
roll with
absolutely love to
disadvantage
do that
thanks
for you,
to the new
gentlemen.
armor. Fantastic.
You rolled an 18.
Cool.
It'll get there eventually. Roll 20 would stop.
Any time now.
There it is.
Milo,
Really?
have you rolled me a stealth roll?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
again.
nice.
Hey, I'm a rogue. Well, about to be one. Who are we waiting on now?
Borrowed.
Just me, but my roll 20's being... Oh,
There
there it
we
is.
go.
5.
Oh dear.
There you go.
So you all sneak inside.
Borrowed steps in a bucket.
And there is a... come on. Which one's the button? There's the button. Thank you,
This is
button.
a bucket. Dear God.
As you open the door, the smell of decay just wafts over you. And Borrowed, you just...
It's a lovely smell.
And you can just hear the sound of something very large tucking into raw meat, and you can just hear the chomping. And as you enter the room, just the leg of a horse detached from the horse's body with bite marks down it gets flung out of this enclosure, and you can hear the creature.
And I gotta do a thing.
Okay.
Troll in the dungeon.
And just blood stained around its mouth.
That's so gross.
That is. I think we should leave.
And it just bellows at you as it's quite clearly smelt where you were coming in from.
Well,
I don't like that.
Anyway, over here,
Yeah, but we're not. That's not important at the moment.
Esola and Steel.
Hello, yes.
It's been a little while since we saw you guys, so I thought I'd come back
Well,
over
I'm
to
sure-
you.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen to the rest of the team. Let's all look in here.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Who is opening the
Luna. I
door?
don't see Luna.
Can,
I
we,
would like.
can we listen to it first?
Oh.
That is a good idea, my friend.
Luna apparently popped over to the GM layer at some point.
So I'm going to try and perceive the fuck out this door.
Perceive, yes, let's perceive.
Apparently
Yeah.
21s.
You don't
No, a character token.
you don't hear anything from this door, but with that roll, you can hear something vaguely in the distance in this room,
Over there.
behind you here.
I think we should investigate this building first. What do you say, my friend?
Which building?
The building we're standing in front
The one
of.
with the, I think we complete our investigation of the bloodstain first, yes.
I agree, yes. We'd like to open this door, please.
Or a bloodstain.
Oh,
Keeping it consistent.
it's empty. I'm disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed.
There's a desk with all of its drawers pulled out, and books and paper strewn upon the floor, and a man lying at the end of the stain of blood, as it looks like he's managed to drag himself this far and just kind of succumb to his injuries, collapsed on the ground.
I'm assuming he looks roughly around 10 days old.
Yeah, he does look like he's been dead
Death-wise.
for about 10 days. He's got, again, from a cursory glance, he's wearing fairly simplistic clothing. Looks like he might have been, say, a courier making a delivery, who just happened to be making a delivery in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Can I get a look at his injuries to see what he might have caused this profuse amount of bleeding?
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation check. This is where it's gonna fail. Yeah, 16.
And sorry, Asola, you were going to say...
I was going to say, these. You said there were papers and books on the floor.
Yes.
I would like to have a look at them to see what they may have been.
Roll me an investigation check as well, and while you're doing that, Steele, you look at him over. He is covered in bite marks.
Like animalistic bite marks, or
he's got one very large fanged bite mark in his chest, and then two more sort of in either shoulder that look like they weren't from fanged mouths.
I'm also going to have a rummage. Just a rummage over him to make sure he's not got any sort of symbols that we've seen or anything like that.
Okay.
Or whether he's. I'm not like I'm going to rob him or anything. It's just I'm going to just
check him
to
for.
See if there's anything suspicious on the body. Meanwhile, Asola.
Asola, yes, rolled a 15 for investigation.
Excellent. It's basically generic paperwork for the running of a keep. It is all sort of marked with the same symbol, which would be the symbol of the cult of the crushing wave, which I don't believe I actually have in this game to show you what it is, but you know what it looks like.
It looks like an X with lines across the top and the bottom. It looks like kind of like an hourglass, simple hourglass timer, that sort of X shape.
And so yeah, it looks to be sort of a mix of legal paperwork and notes of when certain bills need to be paid.
Because they may be a cult, but they're a responsible cult.
Well, yeah, you've got to pay the upkeep of things. You know, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, Al Capone got caught because of tax evasion. You keep this thing
What
going.
he was arrested for.
You keep this thing going, and
You got to keep the workers paid and the landlord satisfied, or you're busy summoning old Hydra to this realm.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
important.
It's fine. Yeah. Upkeep.
Doesn't matter that the whole thing's going to be buried under kilometers of water, elemental water at the end of it all.
And it's at roughly this point in your investigation, Isola and Still, that you hear this sound.
And you hear like a big yell, like, shit, no, you.
From somewhere over this general direction.
Like roughly from the direction we came from.
Yeah, roughly the direction you came from.
Oh,
Do you
How
It's the-
weird.
Do you think we should go back and see if they're okay?
just kind of looks at Asola. Why do we try to do anything?
I know.
To be fair, you did leave us with a parent. That parent is also irresponsible.
Could I get initiative checks from everybody, please? And could I get some
John.
monsters that can actually roll initiative?
No.
Absolutely not.
Hey.
Damn it.
Did you put the monsters in the game that I think you put in the game?
Trolls.
I may have done.
Well, I see a
Why would
zombie
you-
troll. Is one of them a zombie troll?
Why would you do that to me?
They're undead.
And it's fun. So burnable.
Mm-hmm. You told me I had to be here this week, John.
Of course you got to be here this week. You know, you miss out.
The zombie trolls.
Do you not like zombies?
We love trolling around.
It's
At
not
the
that.
speed of sound.
Lolololol. Are you going to be okay, Jennifer?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I rolled a 10.
I think most of us roll relatively crap, apart from Sage. And whoever got the natural 20, is that
Luna.
who got
That was
That was
John.
better.
John doesn't count.
that? He was rolling for Luna. So
Okay, there you
we'll,
go.
we'll, we'll count that one.
Natural 20.
Okay, is everybody rolled?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yep.
Because you're rolling.
Okay. So first up, it's Luna.
Great. Okay, hold on.
A large blood-stained zombie troll lumbers out of the what do you call them? Stable things.
Stable block.
Stall.
Stable block, stall,
Stall.
and just roars in your general direction.
How far am I
Nice
from it?
feet in your general direction.
You are
Your
about
mother was a hamster.
20 feet away.
Alright, and is there anybody in my way?
Borrowed and Milo are presently between you and it.
But
Okay,
you can
have
trip
me
around us
move.
easily enough.
Have me move so that I can cast a cone of cold at it without hitting those two.
Okay.
Please.
Oh,
You-
fantastic.
You move in such a way that you can do this, and then
Can we
when...
get the music going, please?
Pardon?
Can we have some music going,
Yeah,
please?
Amy screams John battle music.
I mean,
It's
there
about
is
music.
there is music going. Let me turn it up a little bit.
I can't hear nothing.
All I hear is across the United States.
Yep.
Just the news.
You guys might need to turn up your master music volume as well.
Hope that there isn't.
It's mainly as long as the stream can hear it.
Oh, there
I-
it goes.
I put together some special battle music for this one.
Ooh. Nothing
Right.
creepy.
Let me
Or the
find
music.
a cone of cold. Are you casting it at level 5?
Yes, at the highest level, please.
You could cast it at level 6. You have one level
Yep.
6 spell.
She's gonna be like me and have a little bit of a phobia. So yeah, no, she's just gonna blast that motherfucker.
Okay. Oh, that'd be better if I'd rolled slightly higher on some of these dice. Let's see how its con save is. It succeeds at the con save, so it takes half the damage, so 38 halved is 19.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Would you like to do anything else on your turn, Luna?
Yeah, we're gonna spell driver it, and I'm gonna do it again.
With spell driver, yeah, okay.
The one that lets me do it again.
At level 3 or below.
Yeah, I thought that was the case. So you can't do Cone of Cold, but you could do a level 3 Magic Missile or
Okay, that
Tidal
works.
Wave.
Magic missile. I'm saving tidal wave so I can wash out everything else. Because I have a sneaking suspicion this isn't the only one, is it, John?
No comment. So that is 22 points of damage.
Just so long as you haven't looked up yet.
I can't
I'm
see
not
through
looking at
there.
I'm not looking at the map because I don't want to have
As in up on in the stable, there's just like a load of them on the ceiling.
Oh, don't do that.
Asola.
Dude.
Hello, yes. Having heard this scream and deciding this is probably a good time to see what my comrades have gotten themselves into.
You've also heard now the sound.
Yeah, the sound of battle has occurred.
30 feet gets me to about here. Sorry. No, up. There you go. And let me see. I am going to. Can I dash for my main action and still have a bonus action at the end of it?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to run another 30 feet. Really doesn't get me very far.
I guess you're about 60 feet.
About there. And with my bonus action, I'm going to blink to face step another 30 feet.
Okay.
So let me just get my measuring tool out, which parks me just the other side of this wagon. And yes, that's the end of my turn. Yes, that'll be the end of my turn.
Borrowed.
Oh, hello. Now, what do I have that's fun?
Hang on, 1 second. I got 16, didn't I?
You're not on the turn tracker. One moment.
God damn it!
Why am I not on the turn? Yeah, I just realised. Why am I not on the turn tracker?
Ooh.
It doesn't
Because you're
matter.
never on the turn tracker.
I'm never on the turn tracker.
Highlight your damn token!
Do it.
Okay, Sage.
Okay. I take it that I heard it. I heard the commotion. Of
You would have heard the
scratch.
commotion, yes.
Okay, I don't think I can really do a lot, so I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna. Can I dash? Can I dash over here? So 60 feet. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so about there. That's all I can. That's all I can do. Nothing exciting, but I'm on my way.
I think we're all on our way.
So now Asola does their thing, and now it is Borrowed's turn.
Well,
Okay.
I'm going to be there a lot faster than I could normally.
So, one thing that I know for sure works with undead tends to be fire. So, for the first time ever, I'm going to use Green Flame Blade.
Yay!
Which means I have to make a weapon attack. Please roll 20, just
Please, I beg you, please.
please let me have
Just
Please, let it happen.
you could just
When it turns up,
favor. Be
Sometimes-
really nice if it was just
sometime today.
no. Oh,
That will
19
hit.
Fantastic. So that means I get to do, because I'm only hitting with the longsword, that's 3d8, 2 of which being fire damage. So, just should I just do the? I'll just do the green flame blade damage.
So that would be 16 damage from the green flame blade.
And then 10 from, so 26 points of damage.
26 in total.
Oh.
The troll just sort of screeches as it burns.
And that I don't have anything to do as my bonus action. So that's it.
Milo.
Let's see. The and try a lightning bolt on it, so that way I'm basically no problem.
Okay.
Oh dang.
Cast at. I'll ever use my.
Oh dang.
Okay, let's see if it can be dexterous. Just manages it. But it still takes half damage, so that is 37 halved to 18.
Seems like it.
So that means 18 plus 5 is 23.
Oh!
You just blast through it with lightning, and just a lightning bolt explodes through it, and explodes through the back wall of the stables, and just out into the distance, just over the docks. And the troll just goes and collapses down in front of you.